Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone, or shall I say, good evening, good morning to the rest of the world, or good day. So it's another special episode once again, guys, because we are with one of the Binibinis queens once again. All right, so welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions. Yours truly, Franz is your pageant correspondent. So we are live simultaneously on Facebook page and of course on our YouTube channel. Now guys, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our Facebook page as well for more pageant updates. So we are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please do follow us on all our social media platforms. Now guys, if you have any questions later for our guest, for our queen rather, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. So once again, this special episode is being brought to us by Celebrity, a celebration of tea of a life. All right, so I believe that everyone is very much excited to meet our queen. So yes, guys, you heard it correct. You heard it right. So our guest is our newly crowned queen as Binibini Pilipinas Intercontinental 2021. In fact, they just celebrated their 1 month series as Binibini Queens yesterday. So once again, happy monthsary to them. All right. So please do help me welcome our guest because you know what, guys, our guest doesn't need further introduction anymore. So please do welcome me then to welcome our guest with a virtual applause once again. The pride of Cagayan de Oro and our pride, of course, Cinderella or Cindy Faye Obeñita. Hello, Cindy.
Hi, friends. Thank you so much for those kind words. And of course, to
Mhm.
everyone tuning in to Pageant Mag Philippines. Maayong
Yes.
hapon sa inyong tanan.
So good afternoon
Good
and
afternoon.
good evening. Ayan o, nasa Los Angeles. Kanina ka pa niya inaabangan
Ay,
actually.
grabe. Hello
Oo.
po. Thank you so much for your time.
I stayed up at past 12 midnight just to watch your shows. Inaantay ka niya kasi kanina ka pa niya
Grabe.
tinatanong.
Wow,
Mm.
I'm touched. Thank you.
So, hello Mark Xiao. pa-shoutout na lang po kay Mark Xiao. So,
Hi once again, Mark Shao of Los Angeles, California. Thank you so much for staying up late just to be with us today. So I hope that you'll
yes.
have fun.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mark. And Ana Rosemary Miklat Pantig. So,
Hello,
thank
Anna.
you. Ayan. Hi, Pageant Mag Philippines. Yes, hello, Alvin Adriano. Ay, Adriano pala. Oh, hi daw, Cindy. Yan.
Hi po. Hi, Alvin.
Ayun, so nabanggit ko nga kanina na it's your monthsary. So, how was it? Can you walk us through during the coronation night and of course all throughout the journey?
Yeah, so
Coronation night muna.
yeah, so friends, it's been a month since we were
Mm-mm.
crowned as your queens, and really,
Mm-mm.
it's been an amazing journey. It's been an amazing in terms of the working environment, the
Mm-mm.
queens that I'm working with, and same with the staff. Everything talagang napakaganda. It's very light-hearted, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so amazed with the people around me that even up until now, they keep on cheering for us. They keep on
Mm-mm.
supporting us. So I'm so honored and thankful.
Ayun. Cindy, um, parang ano kasi parang nung nanalo ka, ganyan, when you were called for at the top 13, so parang there are many people who were asking who was Cindy. So can you tell us who is Cindy talaga?
Yeah, so for those who do not know, I am actually a provinciana. I am from
Mhm.
Cagayan de Oro, Misamis Oriental. I work as your tourism operations officer. So definitely, I work at the front lines, assisting our locally stranded individuals, our
Mhm.
OFWs, so that they would be able to come back home safely. And aside from that, I wear many hats as an events host, as
Mhm.
ramp model, as print ad model, and at the same time, I also am very busy with my advocacy work, my charity work, which is
Mhm.
Crown CDO. So this is a cervical cancer awareness and prevention circle. I founded this in 2019. So the
Wow.
org, yeah, so the org has been also very busy in assisting women who are
Mhm.
infected with cervical cancer, or to those who would want to know their status. So we're very busy,
Mhm.
and yeah, so since this is, I think, the right time for me also to really get to know you more about myself. I am also very much into esports. So I am, so
Mm.
yeah, so my partner is actually the founder of the Misamis Oriental Esports Organization. So I've been helping him with the organization so that we would be
Mm.
able to mold responsible gamers. So hindi lang yung
Mm.
puro alam mo yon, yung puro laro, 'di ba? So it's
Oo.
very important also that we encourage these gamers, these teens actually, that they would be able to practice responsible gaming. So ayun, mga
Mm.
pinagkakaabalahan.
Maganda actually ang esports. Actually, I was once associated with it. I was once worked with it. Hindi naman yung professional work, pero parang naging part lang kami sa promotion. Yeah, as vloggers, ganyan. So we got invited to somehow know more about esports, and it was launched in 2019, I think. Nagkaroon ng Olympics, 'di ba? Dito sa Philippines ng parang hindi ko parang ano esports Olympics dito lang sa Philippines, parang ganun siya. I don't know if you were parang, I don't know if you took part on that then.
Yeah, they do have tournaments po here in the
Oo.
entire Philippines. Like for
Mm.
NBA, they do have that, especially for Mobile
Oo.
Legends. Oh.
Yes, ayun. At ang laki ng ano, ng
The community,
pa-prizes.
yeah.
The community is also
The
big pero
community
yung
is really
price
growing.
grabe sobra. millions ang
Totoo.
kinig. 'Di ba?
Million.
Naloka ako doon kasi nga even yung I don't know how do you call them. Nakalimutan ko yung term nila eh. Parang
Oh,
barker or something like parang announcer siya doon.
shoutcaster.
Shoutcaster,
Yeah.
ayun, 'di
Mm-mm.
ba? So yeah, I got involved with that. Parang nagkaroon lang kami ng hindi ko alam parang sino nga ba yung niya? Yung na-connect sa amin. Basta yung president ng esports sa Philippines ata.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Delay, something like that. Noel Deray. Nakalimutan ko yung Friends ko ata siya eh. anyways, ayun. How was your journey as Binibining Pilipinas pala? From
Really,
2018 all throughout 2021, no? Parang
mm-mm.
the longest preparation actually na nangyari.
Well, friends, now we've
Mm,
competed in Binibini for almost 2 years, and there were
mm,
really a lot of things that we sacrificed, knowing that we are really having time with the staging of the pageants because of the guidelines, because of the protocols, and most especially because of the pandemic. So,
mm,
my journey, especially that I am from Mindanao, it was really
mm,
hard because I need to travel back and forth. I need to travel every time Binibini announces that we are to resume with the competition. So,
mm,
yeah, so there were times when I tend to hesitate with continuing on with the journey because I think grabe yung naging impact niya financially and most especially emotionally because some of
mm,
the girls also we lost our jobs, 'di ba? Most of
mm,
us are working in the fashion industry. So,
mm,
we know for sure na the fashion industry has been one of the sectors that was being hit hard by the pandemic. And
that's
so
right.
we really need to balance our work, our financial status, our
Mm,
pageant careers. So,
mm,
ayun, may mga times na parang we tend to give up, but then because of the support of the people around me, most especially of the LGU
mm,
Misamis Oriental, they've been very supportive of my journey.
mm,
And I said to myself, na I really need to fight for this, that I will
mm,
finish this strong. And
mm,
yeah, I was just so happy that we successfully conquered the
mm,
Binibining Pilipinas stage. So I think everything was so worth it and
mm.
everything was really worth fighting for.
Yes, and congratulations for that once again. 'Di ba? You did very well, ha?
Thank you.
And eto kababayan mo, hello, good afternoon Sir Francois. Pa-shoutout po all the way from Cagayan de Oro City. Hi idol kababayan. We love and support you po dito sa Cagayan de Oro City. Ayan.
Hi, Raf. Hi to everyone in Cagayan de Oro. I know that our status there has been elevated to ECQ, and I am with you, of course. And please do keep safe. Don't be complacent. That if you get
Mm-mm.
vaccinated, you tend to go out. You're no longer wearing your face mask or face shield. No,
Mm-mm.
still do practice our health protocols. So,
That's
yeah,
right. It is better to practice those than to say sorry.
exactly.
Ayun. May nagtatanong, are you half Filipina?
No, I am pure Filipina.
Ganda talaga, no? Hello po, Cinderella. Ako Prince Charming po. Ano ba? Ganun. May boyfriend na siya. Hindi na siya pwede. Ikaw, Lindon, lahat ng guests natin gusto mo. Ayun. Oh, sandali po. Mamaya pa natin pag-usapan yung mga social issues, Ham, Art, Xiao. So, we'll talk more about social issues later. Let's get to know more our queen muna. Let's masticate. Diba? Our
Yeah.
queen. Ayan. Hi, Addison. Good luck to your journey to the international pageant. Yes. Okay, so Cindy, I know that this was very memorable.
In life, we always find ourselves at a crossroad of choices. Women always have a choice whether to prioritize luxury items while we are facing a pandemic. And also, they have a choice to embrace a concept of a new beautiful, which is responsive to the needs of the time, adaptive to the change of times. And I think I would choose to be that woman who understands the problems of the Philippines, the problems of my community, so that we would be able to uplift each other. And I would be that kind of woman who would comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. Mayang gabi sa inyong tanan.
Ayon, alam ko very memorable sa iyo yan.
Oo.
Because that gave you the, the title that you have
Yeah.
right now, di ba? Ano yung feeling nung nagtatawag na sila ng ng mga titles? Were you expecting?
I wasn't expecting at all, friends.
Mm-mm.
Honestly, I was so contented with my performance. I was so contented with my answer, and I said to myself that no matter what happens, I made CDO, I made Miss Oriental proud of my performance. So
Mhm.
during the announcement, I lifted everything up to him. That no matter
Mhm.
what happens, this is it. I made the whole country proud, and I
Mhm.
think that's what's really important, that you are
That's
contented
right.
with your work,
Mm.
and that you give justice to the people who helped you in the journey.
Exactly. And you know what? That actually a nostalgia on Arida's performance at Miss Universe. Kasi 'di ba, wild card din siya, 'di ba? And then
Oo nga.
eventually you
Mm,
proved that you're worth the title, 'di ba?
thank
So
you.
alam mo, just the sharing no while I was there watching no. So
Mm-mm.
nakakaano talaga, nakakalito na rin kung sino ang mga mananalo. Pero even with my seatmates ganyan, sa mga kasama ko media ganyan, we were already talking na they cannot um they cannot ignore Cindy Obeñita ganyan. Oo, kasi actually I was talking with another personality. Ay, ayoko na lang banggitin kung sino siya. So,
Sige, sige,
ayan
go.
na, 'di ba? Top 12. Ako na
Mm-mm.
nagkukuwenta. Kasi by experience kasi, 'di ba? Top
Sige, ako na
12,
yung
oh,
host.
ayan. Oo. So,
Okay, Franz, ano bang nangyari?
top 12. Hindi kasi grabe kasi yung ah tawag dito, grabe yung first cut. 'Di ba? O di ayan na top 12.
Oo.
Ay, wala pa si ganito. Ang dami nag-e-expect kasi na dapat
Mm.
nakapasok si ganito, nakapasok si ganito. So, oh, wala si ganito. Sabi ko, wild card kay Cindy na yan. Sabi, oh my God. Maling-mali naman nakapasok si Cindy. Maling-mali na nakapasok si Cindy. Ayan, delikado na
Mm.
ang mga to, ganyan. Kasi nga,
Grabe.
kapag nakahawak yan ng mikropono, ganyan. Oh my God. Drop dead, ganyan na talaga sila. Ano na talaga, tawag dito, mic drop na talaga siya, ganyan. So, which,
Mhm.
yun na nga, nangyari na nga. So, we were actually expecting na ayun na magiging one of the titles ka or at least runners up. Kasi
Mm.
nga, it was already given to Gabriel and si Gabriel and Meiji as best in
Maybe.
gown and best in swimsuit were already called for the runners up, 'di ba? Oh my God, kasama na talaga si Cindy sa parang alam mo yun, parang nakakatuwa siya no, ganon. Yung feeling, nakakatuwa
Yeah.
siya, ganun kasi wild card siya tapos look,
Mm.
pinatunayan niya na she deserves it talaga. She deserved the spot talaga na maging kasama siya sa top 13. Ganon. Diba?
Grabe, thank
Oo.
you.
It's and it's the it's the result talaga na it's one of the results kako na lang na hindi talaga kinwestiyon so far.
Mm.
Yeah, in the history of Binibining Pilipinas. Diba? Anyways, Ako ang emotional.
Oo.
Di ba? Ako yung ano ako yung talagang na na touch masyado. Anyways, Cindy, since marami na tayong napag-usapan. Well, part of getting to know is to play the Have You Ever Had challenge. Are you ready?
Yeah, exciting.
Ayun, huwag ka masyadong ma-excite. Baka mamaya may maano ka, ma-reveal ka na hindi pwede. Ayun. Anyways, have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
During the coronation night, I actually wore an undersized pair of shoe because kasi parang nakakalakad ka ng maayos
Oo.
if masikip yung shoe. So
Ay,
ayun.
talaga?
Oo, that's the
Pero
trick.
ang sakit nun.
Hindi naman. Kasi siguro when we practice,
Mm.
talagang masikip yung ginagamit ko. So parang nasanay. Mm.
Ah, iba talaga kapag mga tiis ganda.
Oo, ang dami! Ang daming tiis ganda moments, Fran.
During the coronation, no?
Super.
Ayan. Have you ever had snack out from home?
Yeah.
Snack.
Yes.
Di ba ka makatawa?
Mm.
Hindi alam nila,
Witness yung mga
mami.
classmates ko, hindi. Witness yung mga tropa, hello.
Ayan ha. For what reasons normally yung pag-sneak out?
Gala.
Gala lang.
Oo, gala.
Iba. So, have you ever had wish to be a boy, Cindy?
I haven't. Pero may mga times na gusto mong maging lalaki. Kasi nga, di ba, when they think, parang kung ano yung gusto nila, yun na talaga yung gusto nila. Because sometimes women tend to be so indecisive. Ako talaga super indecisive.
Oo.
Hindi ko alam yung mga gusto ko. And yung mga lalaki, parang if I want this, I want this. If I'm angry, I'm angry. Tayo kasing mga babae, minsan
Very
parang
discerning.
true.
Very discerning. Talagang pinag-iisipan, tama ba to? Ganyan, di ba? May mga ganong moment, di ba? Ang mga kasi lalaki, ganyan. Very transparent.
Very transparent.
So, di ba?
Especially sa emotions. Grabe.
Oo, di ba? Buti na lang. Wow. Have you ever had a crush on your professor or instructor or teacher?
Hindi naman. Kasi, in Liceo, I took up
Oo.
mass comm. And then, yung mga prof ko, most of them were girls or were members of the LGBT community. Oo.
Oo.
So, ayun. Parang,
oo.
so mga mga friends, gano'n.
Oo. Especially mass communications. No?
Oo.
Di ba? Mga girls normally talaga at saka mga LGBTQ ang mga professors sa mass
True.
communication.
Kaya nga super happy, super loud. Oo, parang dami naming nagagawang events sa school. Super active kami sa lahat.
What do you expect ba naman sa mass communications? No?
Diba? Very creative.
True, diba? Mga talkative.
Minsan napapaawa yung mga classmates.
Mga mga pinakamaingay sa department. Anyways, parang may pinaghuhugutan ako sa mascom.
Oo, mascom ka? Nag-mascom ka rin, Fran?
Hindi. I was supposed to, kaya lang, I was not granted kasi nga sa grant na meron ako dati. So, ayun. Pero may pinsan akong mass communication graduate. Ganyan.
That's good.
Mm. But I really love to. Kaya lang hindi pwede sa grant na
Oh,
meron.
you should try. You should try taking up mass comm. Grabe, you'll learn a lot.
Mm. If time allows, or if money allows pala.
Kahit ngayon, virtual na.
Ay naku, kung may pera ha, walang pera eh. Ayun. Um, Cindy, have you ever had worn your sister's dress?
Many, many times.
No fights naman.
No fights, many times.
Ayun. Parang generous both ends.
Yeah, kasi dalawa lang kami and then both of us are girls. So,
Mm-mm.
oo. Tapos yung gap namin, it's just 5 years. So, minsan
Oo.
nagpapalitan na lang kami. Oh, ako muna nito ha. Ganon.
Bongga yun, di ba?
Oo.
By schedule. According to according to schedule na lang. So, day one,
Mm.
ikaw, ganon. Ayan. Queen, have you ever had sold your pre-loved items or any of your pre-loved items?
Nako naman. Alam mo, friends, I have this online shop. It's at Basic CGY. So, yeah. So,
Ah,
most of my pre-loved items, I posted it there. And then,
mm-mm,
ayun, parang nagka-online business during the pandemic last year. Pero
mm-mm.
I stopped because parang wala na akong masusuot sa binibini. Oo, kaya ayun, tumigil ako. Pero siguro ngayon natapos na ang binibini, I will resume. I will resume selling all my clothes during binibini.
Iba, iba, di ba? Kasi kailangan talaga ng mga damit sa binibini eh.
True.
Diba?
I'm just so thankful, friends, na I've collaborated with a lot of designers, stylists. So
Oo.
thank you so much for your trust and for allowing me to represent the brand.
Yun yung maganda dun sa pakikipag-collaborate
Mm-mm.
and establishing good friendship talaga sa
Totoo.
mga designers, mga ganyan, especially designers. Mm. Ayan. Have you ever had fallen in love with your best friend?
Hindi.
Never.
No, kasi yung mga friends ko, alam mo, friends, honestly, most of my best friends are members of the LGBT community.
Oo.
Oo, lang parang lahat sila. And sila rin yung tumulong sa akin during my Binibini
Mm-mm.
journey, my Miss Cagayan journey, my Miss
Oo.
Camiguin. Oo, talagang napaka-close ko sa kanila. And
Mm-mm.
I'm just so overwhelmed also to get their support, that they acknowledge me, that they support
Mhm.
me. So, wala talaga akong masabi. I'm thankful, I'm grateful.
It's more of filial love.
Yeah.
'Di ba? How about, have you ever had eaten a chicken intestine or any of our Pinoy street foods? Isaw.
Oo, syempre. Diyos ko, sikat yan sa amin. Napakamura
Oo.
ng isaw sa amin.
Oh my God. Sana makapunta ako doon.
Yes naman.
Dadayuhin talaga ang isaw eh.
Ang isaw.
No, I've been actually planning ever since. Kasi
To visit CDO?
yes, oo.
That's
Actually,
good.
nung nakapunta ako ng Butuan, that's already very close to CDO, di ba? Parang
Yes
3
po, parang
hours.
3-hour drive.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
I was supposed to drop by, kaya lang time did not allow us.
Sayang.
We get so busy sa Butuan, 'di ba? Tapos, and malapit na rin siya sa Bukidnon, right?
Yeah, 2-hour drive. How
Mm-mm.
many places in Mindanao have you visited?
Butuan. Yung sa may San Franz, Agusan pa rin yun, 'di ba?
Agusan?
Agus,
Hindi.
San Francisco.
Hindi ako,
Mm-mm.
hindi ako super familiar sa Agusan.
Basta sa may Agusan del Sur, and then sa may Siargao, and then Davao.
Davao.
Tapos yun. So,
Makabalik ka.
next inline nga dapat sa Cagayan de Oro. Hindi, alam mo naman kasi yun. Nakapunta lang ako sa mga places na yun ng dahil sa pinaksukan ko dati, gano'n. So, kaya yun.
Mm. May perks
Lahat,
pala.
parang 1 month exposure, ganyan.
Hmm.
In Mindanao, parang actually hindi lang 1 month kasi for every place dati na pinupuntahan ko noon, mga 2 weeks, 3 weeks, ganyan. So, nakailang beses din.
Mm-mm.
Pero maganda. Ang ganda sa Siargao.
Super.
Mm. Ayun. Hmm. How about have you ever had too much fun at a party, Queen?
I'm not into parties,
Mm.
friends. Hindi, parang ano na ako, nasa tita level.
Sabi nila kapag ka bumibili ka na daw ng mga kitchenwares, ganyan, tita
Hoy,
levels ka.
oo! Yung parang nag-e-enjoy ka kapag nasa ano ka, like sa part ng mga kitchenware,
Kitchen.
yung sa yung mga binibili mo, mga basahan, gano'n,
Oo.
nag-e-enjoy, tita levels.
Yung mga bowls, ganyan, nag-e-enjoy ka sa mga
Totoo, mga
bowls.
baso, mga plato, mga
Totoo.
panlinis, mga mop, gano'n, friends. Gano'ng leveling na tayo.
Na-realize ko din yun eh. Bakit ba palagi ako dito? Kahit mga knife, ganyan. Parang, "Saan yung
Mm.
knife na yun?" Ganyan, mga ganun, di ba? Ay, di ba? Super related. Di ba? Ayun. Ito naman, have you ever had tried cutting classes back in the days?
Hindi. Kasi nasa honors class ako, friends.
Oo.
And yeah, I remember one time I got sick. And then sabi ni mama na, mag-rest ka na, wag ka nang pumasok. And then I remember during that very day, we had our, I think, long quiz. And then I shouldn't miss that out. Because if you miss that out, of course, there's a possibility na it would affect your final rating. And then
That's
during
right.
that time, oo, and then during that time, dalawa kami na parang nag-aagawan sa first
First,
ranking, yung parang
oo.
first honor. Oo. So
Oo.
kahit may sakit talagang pumasok ako. So yeah, yun yung I think grabe. Even during high school, I was really able to practice perseverance, yung mga
Mm.
ganun.
Iba talaga kapag ka matatalino. Very diligent. Ganyan.
Napaka-competitive!
Buti na lang hindi ako naging matalino, no?
Uy, grabe!
Buti na lang hindi ako naging matalino, hindi ako competitive, di ba? Nag-enjoy lang, ganon. Ayun. Anyways, so thank you so much for playing with us, the
Thank
challenge, no?
you.
And we really enjoyed those revelations. And yeah, when we return, guys, we will definitely ask all your questions and we'll be talking more about social issues. So that's all when we return after this short break. All right. So thank you so much for staying with us, guys. And we have a question coming from Mark Xiao. Ayan. Totoo, Mark, ha? LGBT ang tanong mo, ha? How would you defend an LGBT person if he or she or they are discriminated in front of you?
When a person is offended or discriminated because of his or her gender, because of his or her background, or even educational status, I think, friends, the very problem lies on us, on humanity.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because we know our rights. We should know our rights. We should know the values that we practice. And
Mm-mm.
there is so much hatred already going on around us, diba? So
Yeah.
let's not propagate hate. Let's propagate
Mhm.
love, especially to the LGBTQ community, knowing that they are still fighting for their rights because people
Mm-mm.
tend to step on their rights also. So what we should do if we see this kinds of things is to really engage in conversations, to really
Mm-mm.
really participate in dialogues. That your simple
Mm-mm.
gesture of telling this offender na, "Oy, what you're doing is wrong." I think that would somehow make an impact. So
Mhm.
really, conversation matters, and it would make a huge difference. So don't be afraid to start a dialogue, to spark a conversation.
That's right. I definitely agree with that
Mm-mm.
because the the mediator of all things actually is through dialogue.
Exactly.
Yeah. If we are looking for peace and all and orderliness,
Mm-mm.
definitely dialogue or proper dialogue is the best fact or is the best way to to have peace and order talaga. Ayon. Thank you so much, Mark. And from Ralph Mandilor, your kababayan, if you become the new Miss Intercontinental, in what way would you represent yourself as one of the new iconic of the world?
Yeah.
New
So
iconics, rather.
yeah. So I think I would
Mm,
be packaging and representing myself in a manner that I am not forgetful of the Filipino values. That when I
mm,
represent in the Miss Intercon stage, I see to it that I am grounded by these values, the values of respect, the values of community service, of
mm,
perseverance and hard work. That no matter what we are faced with, no matter what challenges we encounter, we persevere. And I think that's the
mm.
Filipino spirit.
That's right. Diba? Thank you, Ralph. And hi to JM Limpayo from Sarangani. Hi. Good afternoon po. Thank you.
Thank you
Ayan.
so much.
Mhm. Another question from Ralph. Napaka-active ni Ralph ha.
Mm-mm.
Marami siyang tanong dito actually. Silang dalawa ni Mark. Which profession should receive the highest salary in the world?
I really don't think that there is this one specific profession should
That's
receive the
right.
highest salary in the world because
Mhm.
when you apply for a job, it requires different technical skills, diba? So
Mm-mm.
this job requires this job requires different. So I don't think as long as we are not exploited, we are paid
Mm-mm.
well. I think that's what we should be working hard for. That no one is underpaid. That we give value to the work that someone has given.
That's right. 'Di ba? Ano pa bang masasabi ko? Wala na. Ayan, thank you so much, Ralph. And another question from Mark Xiao. Is it necessary to post on social media once you are fully vaccinated? Since it is a personal property. 'Di ba?
I don't think it's necessary, Mark, but I think it is very necessary to let the people around you know your
Mhm.
vaccination status, especially your
Mm.
immediate family. Once you once you tell them of your status, you're also making them aware of the pros and cons, and
Mm.
knowing that right now there are still a lot of people who are having doubts with the
Mm.
vaccine. I think this is also one of the ways that we could encourage them
That's right.
because
Mhm.
because we don't force them if they don't
Mhm.
want it. Yeah. So I
Mm.
think the very thing that we can do is to really know the very problem why there are still people who are doubting the vaccine, and then that's the
Mhm.
time that we tell them the pros and the cons, and I think it would
Mm.
really make a huge impact.
Perfect. 'Di ba? Oh yeah, that's definitely correct. Especially if you are an influencer, no, if you have many followers or na, kahit na hindi ka influencer, you have a lot of friends on your social media platform, 'di ba? It is also one way of telling them that um well, vaccination is still necessary for everyone. 'Di ba? For everyone's safety. So, not necessary in a way to post it, but it can definitely encourage someone, 'di ba? Mhm. Thank you, Thank you, Mark. Another from Ralph Mandler. What invention from the last century do you think should make a comeback?
What invention? I definitely would have to be the phones, yung mga super mura na phones.
Oo.
Kasi nawala na sila ngayon. They were being replaced with smartphones. I think the keypad phones should make a comeback because
Yung maliliit.
uh, definitely, because I think that kind of phones were very user friendly. Yung mga ganon,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? Parang lahat tayo alam na alam kung paano yun gamitin. And right now, especially that we're in the middle of the pandemic, it's very important that we connect with our loved ones. And if we were
Oo.
able to, yeah, if we were able to have that option to purchase
Mm.
a phone that is of much lesser value, a phone that we
Mm-mm.
could definitely afford, then I think it would
Mm-mm.
help.
And parang social media wise, hindi siya toxic kasi wala siyang social media talaga.
Totoo, parang tawag and text. Di ba, yun lang naman yung
Oo,
importante, tawag and text.
that's right. Parang to get
Mm.
connected lang, ganyan. Ayun. Ang babaeng pasabog at sumira sa listahan ng mga pageant predictions dahil sa bubble answer sa Q&A. I believe she will do well in Miss Intercon. Cindy is brilliant, eloquent, and pretty. She is very pretty. And there you. Thank you so much, Danielle. Ayan. Parang kagabi ka pa nila tinatanong yan. Ayan. Thank you so much po. And another question from Ralph Mandilor. What can be done about the lack of jobs for young people starting their career around the world?
What can we do is to really encourage government to open up more job opportunities and allow these young individuals to practice their skills. So as you can see naman here in the Philippines,
Mm-mm.
I think the government, especially in Misamis Oriental, we do have this parang may mga parang job, do you call that? Parang job opening. Oo, like
Oo,
we
oo.
gather companies and then parang may job
Um,
opening for everyone. So I think we should do more of activities like that so that it
oo.
would open up more chances also, especially for the teens who have just graduated.
Parang ano nga ba tawag dun? Para siyang job job bazaar, parang gano'n eh.
Yeah, parang
Oo,
ganon. Oo.
oo. Kalimutan ko pangalan nun. Hindi na kasi ako nag-a-apply.
Kasi online-online na ngayon, no? Ang daming job opportunities
Oo,
online.
oo, 'di ba? Ayun. Ma'am, marunong ka daw bang magbisaya? Oo, marunong siya.
Kaayo, Diyos ko. Hi sa Tanan Bisaya, sa mga taga Cagayan de Oro, Misamis Oriental, sa Tanan sa
Ayan.
Mindanao. Hello.
Ayan. So, Cindy is a purely Cagayanon. Ay, Cagayanon pala tawag, no?
Yes po, Cagayanon.
Akala ko Cagayanon.
Cagayanon. Cagayan.
Ayun. Ayun. Yeah, magna cum laude from Liceo de Cagayan University. Iba, 'di ba? Nakakatakot kausap, 'di ba?
Grabe.
And good luck, Cindy. So, what do you think men can learn from women?
Um, there are really a lot of things that men can learn from women, especially when we make decisions. Especially, yeah, because we tend to, before we make a decision, di ba, as I have mentioned earlier, we really discern. We really
Mm-mm.
think of it many, many
Over,
times,
over, over and
over
over.
and over again. So I think that's one of the things. And also, definitely, there are a lot of things that women can learn from men, especially with their
Mm.
emotions, because they're really,
Mhm.
really very true to themselves.
And rational.
Mm-mm.
Ayan. Kasi when it comes to philosophy kasi, more philosophical kasi ang men than women. So, parang very ano sila, logical when it comes to um ang tawag dito, when it comes to opinion, ganyan, and decision making. Very logical talaga ang men. Hindi naman sinasabing illogical ang women, pero emotional kasi gamit ng women eh. So, more of yun talaga discernment, heart, and what makes you blush?
My Prince Charming.
Of course, di ba? Especially kung ikaw sinisigaw palagi na, Fendi! Ganon.
He makes me blush.
Di ba? Di ba? Especially kung ikaw lang queen niya, di ba? Na
Mm-mm.
he makes you feel all, he makes you feel the queen every day. Di
Diba?
ba? Mm-mm. Di ba?
Naging usapang love life.
True. So, what for you is the essence of being a woman?
Yeah.
$1 million question.
Yeah, I think to answer that question, the essence of being a woman is when a woman owns her talent, she owns her confidence, and she owns her self worth. Because when
Mm.
you're able to do that, you can actually conquer the world. That no matter the challenges thrown at you, you would be able to come out strong because you know your capabilities, you know your strength, and
Mm.
definitely no people would doubt you.
Perfect, 'di ba? So, ngayon kasi since we are all looking forward on or we are all pushing for equality talaga.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so ito talaga dapat ang mentality of being a woman, 'di ba? Being strong. Yan. Ayan. If you could choose what the period to be born and what sex to be, gender rather, what gender to be, what would you choose and why?
Specific time to be born. I would just like to share this with you guys. I think I want to be born in the year 1900s.
Mm-mm.
Specifically, this made a very huge history in Cagayan de Oro because during that time, um, our mayor actually in the 1900s led the battle in the Macahambus cave. And during that time, I really want to experience, I really want to see it firsthand because during that time, it was our first victory against the Americans, the battle of the Macahambus cave. So it would be such an honor to to see that, to experience that, to be one with the warriors. So, yeah, yun talaga yung best time for me.
Hmm. Sana all, no? Ako kasi kung gusto kong ibalik ang time, gusto ko pinanganak ako ng mga 2000, 2005, mga ganyan, para
Bakit
makapagbinilin.
anong year ka ba pinanganak? Anong year ka ba pinanganak, Franz?
My God, huwag na natin pag-usapan yan.
Next question, please.
Ayan, thank you. And what is that one lesson you learned as a child that still affects you, that still affects your life today?
One very best lesson that I learned would have to be grateful. That
Mm-mm.
in our family, my parents have instilled in me the value of practicing gratitude. You know, that
Mm-mm.
kahit binigyan ka lang ng isang candy, isang lollipop, you would know how to say thank you. And that,
Mm-mm.
I think, we were able to practice that up until now. Working with the different kinds of people, stylists, makeup artists, designers, organization. you need to be very grateful to these people, that you should not take their kindness for granted, that you should
Mm-mm.
value it. And once you are that person who values gratitude, it would take you far. It would definitely take you far.
Ayun, thank you. Gratitude talaga is very
Yeah.
necessary. Yeah. And
Mm-mm.
that's something that we should learn in yun nga to carry throughout our life.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Iba pa rin, 'di ba? Nung pinahawak ng mic ang babaeng 'to
Grabe.
totoo,
Parang
'di ba?
boxing. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Daniel.
ayan. Would you change your religious beliefs to marry the person you love? O question to so ano to Shansi at Miss Universe 2011.
Same with the queen who answered that question. Definitely, I wouldn't be changing my religious belief just because of the person that I love. Siguro we can make compromises, but not definitely changing our belief, because I think that's
Mm-mm.
also one of the things that you should look into when you engage in the union of love, that there would
Mm-mm.
always be respect of your differences,
Mm-mm.
respect of your religious beliefs.
Mm-mm. Tama naman. And it should not be a mandatory to change your belief just for the marriage. Pero may mga ganong ano, 'di ba? May mga ganong um, sects, 'di ba? Na when you get married to a member of that particular sect, ganyan, you have to change, you have to convert your
Mm. And
religious
we also
beliefs.
respect them, friends.
Mm-mm. Yes. Mm-mm. All right. So, which have it easier in life, men or women?
Sa ngayon, parang wala na. Wala nang, wala na akong masasabi between the two genders, because,
Mm-mm.
both are faced with really a lot of challenges, a lot of
That's right.
struggles, and
Mm-mm.
knowing that they were able to conquer it, knowing that they were
Mm-mm.
able to show their true authentic self when conquering such things, I think it's worth applauding. It's definitely worth commending.
Mm-mm. And
Wala na,
equality nga.
equality na
Oo.
tayo.
Mm.
Oo.
Quality na tayo. So, wala na dapat na ano,
Wala nang comparison.
differentiation. Oo, oo. Wala nang comparison. Yeah, pwede po bang paulit ang introduction mo sa Binibining Pilipinas, yung Cinderella Faye Obeñita and the Gateway
Ang dami nga niyan sa TikTok.
Talaga? Hmm. Iba talaga ang Cindy Obeñita. If Miss Intercontinental would become pregnant during her reign, so Miss Universe to, could she be allowed to continue as Miss Universe? Charot, Miss Intercontinental.
Definitely she
Mm-mm.
should be allowed to continue the reign if the
Mm-mm.
person if the person is still able to carry on the responsibilities, it won't be affected, and I don't think we should be stopping her from continuing her reign.
That's right.
Mm-mm.
Hala, Ate Cindy, good luck and God bless your journey at Miss Intercontinental. Yan, for Miss
Thank you,
Intercontinental.
Carl. Hi, Carl. Very supportive si Carl in my journey. Hi, Carl. Thank you.
Hello, Carl. Thank you for dropping by once again, Carl. Ayan, if you find yourself where you are being against because discriminated against because of race, what would you do?
I've answered that earlier, friends, and what I
Mm-mm.
should do, I would just like to reiterate that I would really
Mm-mm.
stand up for my rights. I
Yes.
would make conversations. I would definitely engage in dialogue to,
Mm-mm.
to call out these people who are, parang
Mm-mm.
tinatapakan yung pagkatao mo. You really need to stand for your rights.
Ayan, perfect. Michael Lafuente. What is your message of hope for students who cannot enroll themselves in the upcoming school year due to financial issues?
Yes, definitely. We acknowledge that there are those students who are having a hard time right now, specifically parents who are paying for their tuition fees. And I think what we can do is to just really hold on to our faith that we can all get through this and know that even though you're not in the four corners of the classroom, there are still many things that you can learn online. Like we should never stop learning because life never stops teaching. So I think our parents can definitely help us. We can read books at home and really wish also for the education department, DepEd
Mhm.
or CHED, that they would be able to make more programs that would really benefit the marginalized sector. Yung mga for free tuition fees, yung mga ganon. So that these
That's right.
children would be able to continue on with their education.
Yeah, scholarship grants, no?
Exactly, oo.
Mm-mm-mm. All right. So, if you had the power to do anything you wished to improve the status of women in our country, what would you do?
Not just specifically women, Ralph, but most definitely people of all genders. My wish talaga right now is to have um, enough resources, enough vaccines so that we would be able to achieve herd immunity. I think
Mm-mm.
that's the very obvious problem we have right now. And if we have the vaccine, it's a very
Mm-mm.
tangible solution. So,
That's right.
only if I have that power.
Mm-mm. 'Di ba? Why not?
Mm.
Sana, sana. Ayun. How do you define success according to NJ Pasada Sobrano? Grabe, ang hirap ng tanong mo. Charot.
I think I define success when you are true to yourself, that you
Mm-mm.
don't doubt your capacities, you don't doubt your strengths. That's when you are most successful. You are successful in building your character, you are successful, I think, in your job, in your profession. You're successful with your relationship of the people around you because you don't pretend. You're just you, and really, just by being you, it would take you to greater heights.
Yun, totoo naman. Kasi nga,
Mm,
and of course, the contentment din, di ba?
definitely.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Na-figure out niyo na po ba ang gagamitin mong net loss?
Ah!
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm very excited. We have actually started strategizing and conceptualizing everything, most especially the national costume, that it would represent the whole Philippines. So one word lang yung masasabi ko as of now. It's going to be magical. So yeah,
Wow!
watch out for that. Since ako yung first na lalaban, so much pressure.
Kailan?
October 29. I'm leaving
Wow,
on
you
the
already
10th.
have date.
Yes, we have. We have dates
Bongga.
already.
Bongga.
I think Maureen, she's competing November
November.
5 or 6. I don't know. But she
Mm-mm.
has a date.
Ooh, you already have dates, guys. Pero international and MGI doesn't have yet. Don't
Not
have yet, no.
yet. Mm-mm.
Ayan. All right. Good luck win laban para sa ikalawang corona. Yeah, medyo matumal sa atin ng Intercon.
Oo,
Ayan.
ikalawang corona.
Pa lang, oo. How will you promote Miss Intercon to the rest of the world?
It's very easy to promote Intercon because it's one of the most anticipated pageants. It's a very prestigious pageant. Also, I think that what people should know is really the mission of Miss Intercon. That
Mm-mm.
I think Intercon is really focusing more on tourism, and we can very much relate to them because here in the Philippines also there are a lot of places that we can boast of. And if we can align the mission of Intercon with ours, then I think it wouldn't be a hard challenge to get the second Intercon crown.
Natawa ako, may nag-react. Job fair daw tawag doon, hindi job bazaar.
Oo.
Yes, totoo nga naman. Nakalimutan ko na po yung ano tawag eh. Basta job fair nga siya. Totoo ka naman dyan. Ayan. Hmm. Okay, let's make believe that all of a sudden you had $1 million. What's the first thing you would buy and why? Oh, kay ano to? Kay Margie Moran.
Very practical, friends. Still the
Mm.
vaccine pa rin. Because, inoculating
Mm.
people with the vaccine, it would be the best weapon. And, we've been in the ECQ, MGCQ, we've been in the different status for quite a long time already. And we really want to move forward with our lives because a lot of people are greatly affected, especially sa livelihood, sa
Mm.
education, 'di ba? Ang
Mm.
daming nawalan ng work, and we've also seen so many of our relatives lost their loved ones, and we
Mm.
really can't afford for these things to go on, to keep on happening. So we really want to end this, and I think one of the ways to end this is to really achieve herd immunity.
That's
So,
right.
vaccine pa rin ang best natin na solution for this.
Ayun. Thank you so much ulit. From Nad once again, there is an English proverb, beauty is only a skin deep. What do you think this means, and do you agree with the concept?
We are now in an era wherein we have actually somehow amplify the meaning of being beautiful. That it's
Mm-mm.
not just about your physical looks, it's not just about what you're wearing or how you portray or how you carry on your dresses or gowns. And I think it's definitely about your character and how well you relate to people and how you deal with people. I think those are the things that really define the word beautiful, because what
Mm-mm.
may be beautiful to you, France, may not be beautiful to me. What may be
It's
beautiful,
subjective. Mm-hmm.
what may be beautiful to our viewers may not be beautiful
Mm-mm.
to some. So,
Mm-mm.
talagang yung attitude and the character, yun yung parang magda-define.
That's right. Yun nga eh. Kahit nga yung mga philosophers, they
Mm-mm.
defined beauty as really subjective. It couldn't be beautiful as a norm to
Yeah.
everyone, 'di ba? So, yun. Um, Thank you so much, Nad. Ayan. Grabe si Mark, paulit-ulit ang tanong, ang ano, nagfa-flood si Mark ng ano, ng mga questions pero iisa lang. Ayan. In your own opinion, my dear kababayan, if you're going to choose just two, which genre are best for you when it comes to movies, fashion, gadgets, etc.? 70s, 80s, 90s, or 2000s?
Siguro mga 90s. Lakas kong maka-classical.
Grabe siya, 90s classical na.
Oo! Kagabi nga, parang we were listening to this 90s na mga songs, and ang gaan sa pakiramdam, lighthearted. So, doon ko talaga nakikita yung self ko. I'm not into mga EDM or whatsoever. Parang doon pa rin tayo sa mga classics.
Iba talaga ang music nung 90s.
Music to our ears.
Iba talaga music nung 90s. So, to be honest, gustong-gusto ko yung mga music nung 90s. Ayan. Those were the days. Joke. Nagpapahalata. How can men empower women in male-dominated industry? Laging tanong to ni Carlo Tapales.
How can men empower women? Just by simply giving them an opportunity.
Mhm.
an opportunity to show their skills, an opportunity to show their character, an opportunity to show what they are capable of. Just by giving them a platform, you're already making these women aware of the things that they can do for the community, for the industry. So yeah, just give them a venue wherein they can be themselves, they can show also what they got.
Mm. And tanong ni Mark Shaw, Ma'am, what can you say to those people who pressured you to accept FB friends, even if you haven't met them personally?
Ito yung pinakagusto ko.
Tanong.
Diyos ko, thank you. Thank you so much for this question. I am so, so sorry to those people, no, na I haven't accepted yet on my FB account, or I haven't followed back yet because super busy, and yung parang limit ko, parang parang na-reach ko na yung limit ko sa Facebook, and I need to delete some people, but I don't want to because they've been very supportive of me. So I really want to make yung page, 'di ba? Parang
Oo.
page, FB page,
Tama.
so that
FB
hindi na
page.
kailangan mag-request. And I can
Oo.
sorry talaga sa mga hindi pa na-accept.
Parang tinamaan ka kaagad sa tanong niya.
Diyos ko, ang dami friends na hindi pa na-accept kasi nga it keeps on popping na you have reached the limit. Parang 5,000 lang yung limit, no, ng
That's
Facebook.
right. That's right. Kaya nakapakaano din kahit ako ako tawag dito, parang tinitingnan ko muna kung kilala ko yung tao before I even accept. Kasi nga, nagli-limit talaga siya.
Kasi friends, before Binibini, accept ako ng accept. Oo, like parang, okay, accept everyone. And then nung after Binibini, ang daming friend request. So hindi ko na ma-accept.
O kasi baka iisipin nila na kapag hindi mo in-accept, ay, snobbish.
Oo, pero hindi talaga.
Oo. Ayun. At least
Ayan, may mga
clarified.
accept. Ate Cindy pa accept.
Ayun. Clarified na ha. So, pasensya. Ayun. So, let's go back to Gloria Diaz's question during her time. In the next day or so, a man will land on the moon. If a man from the moon landed in your hometown, what would you do to entertain him?
What I would do to entertain him is to really bring him to tangible places, because when you're up there, outside the earth, you won't be able to clearly see the beauty of these places because you're looking at from afar, from a different perspective. So if you have landed in my hometown, I would definitely bring you to our top tourist destinations for you to really experience, for you to really engage yourself and experience fun and adventure and thrill.
Ayun. Thank you so much. Sabi ni Mark Shaw, Ma'am, pa-accept din.
Wala nang question. That's puro na pa-accept.
Sir Franz, pasensya na po kung nakaka-disturb ako. Guys, nanawagan po ang Team Dindi.
Ay, go!
Yeah, please do vote for Dindi po. Yeah.
Yeah, please do vote.
That could actually help her
secure, diba?
Secure top 12. So yeah, please do vote for Dindi.
Total, we do represent the same country, and that is the Philippines. Let's be united, everyone. Let's support Dindi in her Miss Supranational stint, which is happening right now in Poland.
That's
and
right.
I think how to do this, friends. I think you just need to download the app.
Yes, the app of Supranational.
Yeah, to all Intercontinentals, let's vote for Dindi.
Yes. Ayan. Ate Cinderella, pag-accept din.
Babasahin ko lahat ng messages. Promise.
Intercontinental. Yeah. Ayun. Pwede naman pong kahit na hindi na-accept, mag-chat na lang. And for sure, Cindy will entertain the chats, no? Cindy?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Now, tanong ulit, if you are the leader of your country, how... wag na po natin pag-usapan to. Ayan. Sorry, Ralph. Okay, that will definitely lead us to political issues. So, wag na natin pag-usapan yan, guys. Ayan. Yes,
Bakit
Mal
di
na
ba?
good. Hindi ko maintindihan.
Sa among mga taga-miss nun. Yes, Ralph. Translate ko for you, friends, na Ralph is saying na I shouldn't forget the Miss-a-Miss-nons and Cagayanons because they've been really supporting me so hard. So thank you. Grabe akong dakong pasalamat sa inyo, Ralph, ug sa tanan ana diha no sa inyong walay puas nga pagsuporta. So daghan kaayong salamat.
Yeah, I can say that actually, Cindy, kasi every time I post you on the page, grabe sila. Nagtitrending sa page.
Mm.
Oo. Grabe silang mag-react, mag-comment, ganyan. There's a saying that goes this way. All we need is love. Aside from love, what else do we need? Money. Joke. Cindy. Ayun, Cindy, ikaw ba ang sumagot?
It's really contentment. Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
would have to say that it's contentment. It's not
Mm-mm.
just love, but you're contented really of what you
Mm-mm.
have. You're contented with the amount of love that you're receiving
Mm-mm.
from the people around you because if you're contented, you can actually also be able to spread more love.
Mm-mm. Ayun. So, contentment ha.
Contentment is key.
True. Carlo, why should men choose Cagayanon women?
Because, grabe naman. I think, it doesn't have to be about Cagayanons alone, but I
Mm-mm.
think Filipinas.
True.
Why men should
Oo.
choose Filipinas? Because we are known to be nurturer. You know that, friends. We are
Oh, that's right.
nurturer.
Mm-mm.
We really take good care of our
Your loved
partners,
ones,
of our
yeah.
loved ones, of our
Oo.
families. That no matter,
Mm-mm.
diba, when we are already married, we still take good care of our families. And I think
Mm-mm.
that's
That's
one
right.
of the things that we're really proud of because we are not
Mm-mm.
forgetful of our parents. We
Mm-mm.
we I have experienced this, friends, that even though my cousin is already married,
Mm-mm.
she still takes good care of her siblings and she's still paying for the tuition fees. Yung
Mm-mm.
mga ganon.
Yeah,
Parang
we have
napaka,
like that. We have like
mm-mm.
that in the family as well. Like, she already has her own family, but then,
Hindi natin nakakalimutan, no?
oo, she's
We
still
know how to
paying.
look back.
She's still sending our cousins to school. Ganyan.
Oh,
Oo.
mga Pinoy, super.
Mm-mm. What important quality should a leader sorry. We cannot talk about that. Baka may Isko Moreno tayo. Joke. Joke lang. Ayun. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis?
Definitely pageants for me are essential.
Mm-mm.
Knowing that when you are staging a pageant, you're also making use of this platform to engage or to connect more to NGOs and non-government organizations. So, to make this answer short, when you are into when you stage a pageant, you would be able to capture a lot of sponsors. That's
Mm-mm.
a fact, France. And when you're able to capture a lot of sponsors, you would be able to help in the donation drive. You can actually use that money to to help more people in terms
Mm-mm.
of the ayuda, or
Correct.
so yung mga
Mm-mm.
ganon, just by staging a pageant, you are able to amplify the causes that you believe in. You have strengthened your mission, your vision, and
Mm-mm.
the candidates also are really helping with the mental health of the people around them,
That's
because
right. That's right.
we can
Mm-mm.
be the light, we can be
Mm-mm.
the light, and share to people that there is still hope. Kasi ang
Mm-mm.
dami pa rin mga tao na kahit nasa isolation, they find joy when they watch pageants online.
Correct.
So,
And
parang nakakagaan sa loob
mm-mm.
nila, nakakatulong sa mental
Mm-mm.
health nila.
Mm. And yung mga ano ng ganito, yung mga live sessions na ganito na ginagawa, nag-enjoy sila.
O, diba?
Oo,
Totoo, totoo.
oo.
Super.
It does really help as well. In a way, it may not be as big as, well, compared to, yung mga big companies na mga nagagawa ng
Yeah.
pageants, ganyan. Pero, iba pa rin ang nagagawa. Or mga ibang sector, kamo na lang. Right? Iba
We
pa rin
have
ang
help in a different aspect.
Iba ang nadadala. No? Ayan. Ma'am, sana makapunta ka dito sa States.
Sana, if wala nang COVID.
Iba talaga tong si Mark Shaw. Sige, Mark Shaw, kapag ka napunta si Cindy dyan, padalhan mo ako. Ayan. What is Cagayan de Oro City known for?
We are known to be the city of golden friendship.
Ay, so, maganda palang makipag-friends sa mga Cagayan sa mga
Mga taga-Cagayan.
Cagayanon. Ayan. Ayan, sabi ni Mark Shaw, kasi tour kita sa Universal Studios, Disneyland, MGM Grand, Las Vegas, Griffith Observatory. At iba talaga to
Ayun,
si
may
Mark.
itinerary.
Pero Mark Shaw is only 17 years old, Cindy. And,
Still studying.
and he's into boxing. Ewan ko ba kung bakit nandito siya.
Kumusta ka dyan sa,
Um,
sa States? How are you there?
Mark Shaw, kumusta daw kayo dyan? Ayan. Ha? Sasagot yan. Ayan. Ma'am Cindy. Ayan.
Ayan, nakavote na. Thank you so
Diba?
much.
Ma'am Cindy, sana makapunta ka dito sa States para matour mo ang mga tourist attractions dito. Diba?
Hopefully, one day.
Very hospitable ka talaga, Mark, ha? Pinoy ka pa rin talaga. O sige.
Yeah.
Mark Xiao. Ma'am, which is more important? Money or legacy? Or legacy pala. Because Floyd Weather chose money because his kids can't eat legacy.
Practically speaking, Mark, also same with me. I think it's money right now, because when you have that overflowing resources, when you have that enough money, you would be able to share it to the people around you. Especially so many people are struggling right now, struggling with the food, struggling with the livelihood, diba? So practical. Let's I think for now, let us be practical.
Ayun. Okay naman daw po si Mark Xiao sa US. Mag-ensayo ako tomorrow sa boxing. Boxing siya, tawag dito, nagba-boxing daw siya for competitions. Kaya
Wow, so
nagaganyan
good
siya.
luck.
Ayan. So we are also hoping, Mark Xiao, that you will definitely that you will soon represent Philippines, wag US muna. Ayan. Ayun. And don't forget to vote Jan Adahar din po. Yes, Jan Adahar. Please also vote him at Mr. Supranational naman siya.
Yeah,
Ayan.
let's be united and let's support all of our representatives in the international competition. So sa lahat-lahat, parang pinupost nyo naman, 'di ba, mga pageant sites kung ano yung mga upcoming and ongoing competition. So please do follow also Pageant Mag Philippines.
Thank
Ayan.
you.
Para updated tayo sa mga nangyayari.
Thank you, Cindy. And yun, sa US daw siya. Ikaw naman, Mark. All right, Cindy, if I were to ask you the same question that was asked during the Binibini Pilipinas, would you answer it the same, or would you just or w- what would be your what would be your answer, or would you change your answer?
No, I wouldn't change a thing with my answer. Because I know that during that very night, no, I
Mhm,
was able to. For me, I was able to deliver one of the best answers. So I wouldn't
mhm,
change a thing. I work hard for that, France. I work hard
mhm,
for that very moment.
mhm,
We've had so many sleepless nights with my coaches, and
mhm,
when I was able to see huge smiles on their faces, para talagang
mhm,
I felt so contented. Immediately right
mhm,
after Binibini, they were so happy. They were so excited talking about the
mhm,
answer. So I really wouldn't change a thing. I really
mhm.
dedicate my answer to them, to the people who have helped me.
And your reaction was really priceless. Hindi ko na lang kasi inedit eh. Nakalimutan ko kanina.
Parang
Your
ako talaga
reaction
yung
was in, yeah,
happiest.
yeah, your reaction was really very priceless. Kasi parang you did not expect eh. Parang hindi ka na nag-expect na mananalo. Ganun na parang magka-crown. So
Mm-mm.
yes, there you go. Thank you so much, guys. And when we return, guys, we'll talk more about Cindy's advocacy, and of course, she'll be playing with our exercise. All right. So that's all when we return once again. Please stay tuned. All right. So thank you so much once again for staying with us. Cindy, there's one question in here. Okay lang ba nasagutin muna natin before we proceed to your advocacy? So, what quality of yourself that you are most proud of?
It's really persevering, France, that,
Yeah.
we've competed in Binibini for almost 2 years. And what
Mhm,
motivated me to really continue on with my journey is that I have in me perseverance, that I have
mhm,
in me the value of not giving up no matter the circumstances. So
mhm,
it's one of the things that I am most proud of,
mhm,
because I have mastered it I mastered it over the time. So
mhm.
yeah, so it's one of the things that I would want for people to also instill in themselves the value of perseverance.
And it was very evident, ha? Kasi nga, 'di ba, you are an achiever academically, and then eventually on this binibini journey. So definitely napakalaking factor ng perseverance, 'di ba? Mhm. Okay, so there you go. May pahabol na naman si Mark Xiao. Ma'am, what can you say about Filipinos who already renounced their Filipino citizenship because of seeking greener pastures abroad?
Well, definitely. We have nothing uh, against these Filipinos who chose to go overseas just to support their, of course, their families. We commend them for that initiative. I think it's also really an eye opener here in the Philippines to really create more job opportunities for the
Mhm.
people, for so that they would still choose to be here, to be working for us. So yeah, it's I think it's a balance between um, job opportunities and also the wants of these people.
All right, thank you so much, Mark. And yeah, so we've just like what I have promised a while ago, we are going to talk about your advocacy. So can you tell us more about your advocacy, Cindy?
Yeah, so I've been working with Ground CEO since 2019 and the Misamis
Mm-hmm.
Oriental Physician Nurses Foundation Incorporated. So it is a cervical cancer awareness and prevention circle. So what we do here is to really encourage more women be aware of their status, of their health. When you know your status, it's half of the battle already. And
Mm-hmm.
once you've known your status, you would be able to know that there is a treatment, that there is still a
Mm-hmm.
cure. There is nothing to be afraid of.
Mm-hmm. Di ba, di ba Cindy, there's still, hindi lang women ang nagkaka-cervical. May cervical din sa, ano, sa men, di ba? Or breast
Um,
cancer, yeah.
for women only
Mm-hmm.
because of it affects the cervix, and for men
Mm-hmm.
naman prostate.
Mm, iba pala yung nasa isip kong sa cervical. Sa breast pala dapat. Mm.
Yeah, breast po, both.
Sorry ha, sorry. Nabobo ako doon na. Sa cervix pala yung cervical. Oo nga.
Yeah.
Masyado lang ako na-excite. Ayun.
It's all right.
um, I just wanna ask Cindy, how did you start with this? Was there any
Yeah.
um, somehow an experience among your family na nagkaroon ng ganitong ano?
it it's a very personal advocacy, friends, because I
Mm-mm.
lost three of my loved ones to cancer, and the very reason why I chose cervical cancer is that it is the top two killer among women here in the Philippines, because breast cancer is number one, and somehow
Mm-mm.
we tend to forget about cervical cancer because we focus more our attention on breast cancer. So
Mm-mm.
that's why. I chose this, and I really want also for women to be aware of their status and elevate more
Mm-mm.
conversations about health, so that we would be so that we would be able to help in reversing the
Mm-mm.
statistics, because rank 2, that's still very high.
That's right. And do you also do mga tawag dito counselings pala?
So in Crown CDO, it is a partnership with um, a well-founded organization also, which is MOFNI. So we do the testing, France, but before
Mm-mm.
the testing, there is a discussion. We Crown CDO, we conduct the discussions, and then immediately right after the discussion, we would ask the recipients if they want to be part of the screening procedure. And
Mm-mm.
then for those who would want to get screened, so they will
Mm-mm.
be transferred to a specific hospital, which is our partner hospital in
Mm-mm.
CDO. And then immediately right after that, when the results are in, we would be informing the recipients about their status. And then they would go through a series of counseling and then treatment. Yeah, so ganun
Mm-mm.
yung parang process natin.
Oh, that's nice, no? What about those that are parang mga infected na do they also have counselings or are you also conducting
Definitely,
counseling?
definitely, France. They go
Oh, that's
through
nice.
counseling, and most especially
Mm-mm.
treatment. It's very important because cervical cancer can still be treated. Oo,
Mm-mm.
if
Mm-mm.
hindi pa masyadong malala nung nalaman
Mm-mm.
mo about it.
Mm-mm.
So there is still treatment, and there is a vaccine. One good thing about it is
Oh.
that there is a vaccine, and right now we are
Mm-mm.
really working so hard to partner with one of the senators so that
Mm-mm.
we would be able to procure free vaccine for the people.
Wow. That's
Yeah, there is a
impressive, ha? You know what? Kasi I really know how to um I mean, I'm asking about counseling because I actually once doing counseling as well at East Avenue Hospital
that's
for
good
yeah
for
for cancers as well for cancer patients
oh
as well
mm-mm.
and well cancer patients and those that are being who have met accidents, ganyan.
Yeah, yung parang
Mm,
post-traumatic na mga
parang
cancer.
mga ganon, oo, mga
Oo.
post-traumatic sila. Ganon. So, mga
Yeah.
ganon. Napakahirap sa sa cancer wards actually.
Mm.
Mm. At na alam mo yun parang napaka devastating kasi ang ang feeling ng mga patients. So yun, parang end of the world na sa kanila. Ganyan. It's really very hard to talk with them.
Yeah, and it's really important that we are sensitive with their
Mm-mm.
feelings.
Ayan. Cinderella will follow the footsteps of Miss Pia Wurzbach. Absolutely. Watch out, guys. And
Thank
tawagin ko na lahat
you.
ng mga santo. Tawagin ko na lahat ng mga santo para masungkit
Santo.
lang yun, di ba?
Thank
Oo.
you.
Mm-mm. Iba pa rin ang may intercessions ang mga santo. Ayan.
Totoo. I really believe in
So,
divine intervention. Friends.
correct. Di ba? Iba pa rin. Ayan.
Iba pa rin.
Oo. Kahit na gaano ka kasi kagaling, kung if you only believe in yourself without divine interventions,
Mm-mm.
ayan. Thank you so much, guys, sa mga questions. Now, let's move on to our exercise. What do you want, Cindy? What do you prefer? Is it this one or just the fast talk? So, in pick
Fast
a box.
talk. Ay, may pa-props.
These are mystery boxes kasi. So, it could be
Mystery
well,
box.
each box kasi may corresponding tawag dito words or group of words.
Mm-mm.
Words that could be a topic that you can comment on or give comments, make comments pala or give opinion, ganyan. Or it could be in a form of fast talk lang dyan, ganyan. Pero simple lang siya. However, I actually have the fast talk talaga, pero if you really want to, ganyan. So fast talk na lang.
Sige, go. Fast talk.
Ayun, sige. Ayan. So, are you ready?
Yes! Let's do
So,
this.
okay. So, napakasimple lang naman. Long or short?
Long. Long
Dress or
gown.
jeans?
Jeans.
Mhm. Phone or desktop?
Phone.
Night or day?
Night.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Iba, no? Heels
Oo.
or sneakers?
Sneakers, just go.
Hello, world balance. Kama naman. Handbags or backpacks?
Handbags.
Indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
Talaga?
COVID. Indoors muna.
Instant or homemade food?
Homemade.
Lights on or lights off?
Lights on.
Iba kapag ka may ilaw. Di ba?
True. Mas nakikita mo yung makeup mo, di ba? Most
True.
especially if naglalagay ka ng eyeliner, Diyos ko.
Ang hirap kaya kapag ka may
Ang
walang light.
hirap. Alam mo, friends, minsan, may mga times kasi na nagmamadali na. So, parang na-practice na namin of putting on eyeliner while riding on a cab or a taxi. So, yeah, kahit na...
Ano?
Oo!
Ang hirap nun.
Na-practice na namin.
Shucks. At saka
Parang
delikado.
muscle
Baka mamaya
memory.
sa mata.
Yun lang.
Oo.
Pero naswertehan naman.
Alright. Love or money?
Love.
Singing or dancing?
Naks! Singing.
Iba talaga. Sample.
Uy, grabe, wag na. Baka wala ako ng followers.
Okay. Your guilty pleasures?
Ay, ang dami. Sweets.
Talaga.
Mm,
Chocolates yan.
oo.
Favorite local actor?
Um, wala masyado. Nanonood kasi ako ng Grey's Anatomy. So, parang sila lang yung nasa isip ko ngayon.
Talaga. Ayun. Anyways, complete the sentence. I am Cindy Obeñita and I am...
And I am your second Filipina Miss Intercontinental.
Yes, diba?
Sana!
Claim it, diba?
Yes!
Mm-mm. So thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you sa pagiging for being game sa amin. And yes, 1 hour and 34 minutes tayo. Hindi magagalit si Sir Ray. Joke lang, Sir Ray.
Thank you. Thank you so much, friends.
Mhm,
Thank you,
mhm,
Pageant Mag,
mhm,
Philippines. Thank you so much to
mhm,
everyone, no, na
mhm,
andito. I know you're all super busy, but you
mhm.
really shared a piece of your time with me. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who supported and believed in me.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Cindy. Anyway, yeah, it's time for you to send messages to anyone you would like to address to, and of course, promote your business, your social media platforms, and your projects.
Yeah, so once again, daghan kaayong salamat to everyone who supported
Mm-mm,
me since day one, since uh, Miss Camiguin, Miss Cagayan de Ori were there up until now. So thank you specifically to the Misamis Oriental local government unit, to my boss, Attorney Jeff, to my team, Aces and Queens in the house. Thank you so much to the designers, stylists, makeup artists, creatives I have worked with. Daghan kaayong salamat. Know that I have nothing but gratitude for all of your help, and most especially to BTCI for entrusting to me the Miss Intercontinental crown, and definitely to all the pageant sites for featuring us, for giving girls, the queens, a platform to express themselves. Thank you, thank you. And to all the fans, supporters, grabe, to the Intercontinental Cinderfellas, thank you. And I'm really, really excited to be sharing this journey with you, because I know that this battle is not mine alone. This is also your battle, and my victory is yours
mhm,
also. So, thank you. I have nothing but so much thanks and
mhm.
acknowledgement and gratitude for everyone.
Ayun. Yung mga business mo, be?
Ay, grabe business. So, ayun na nga, nag-promote ako kagabi na we will be reviving our vlog ng partner
Mhm,
ko. So, I hope that you would subscribe and you would still support us. It's at Cindy and Boy. And
mm,
also, since I have mentioned earlier about esports, e-gaming, since this is really one of the things that we are into right now, knowing that we are
mm.
in the middle of a pandemic, lahat tayo parang nasa bahay lang. So, let's be responsible gamers. Follow MESO. It's Misamis Oriental Esports Organization on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and even on, I think we have YouTube. I think pa.
Mm.
So, also, ayun na nga. And don't forget also to follow Miss Intercontinental Official on
Mm,
Facebook and Instagram, since all of the updates, our journeys will be posted there. And definitely,
mm.
BB Pilipinas. So, ayun. Ang
Ah,
dami ko nang
ayun.
promote. So, sana hindi nyo nakalimutan, guys.
Of course not. Pwede lang ulit-ulitin. Ayan. Ayan. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you to BPCI. Thank you to Sir Ray, Sir Hines, and Sir Leroy for making this possible. And yes, we have completed our queen today. So, wow. Grabe. Parang I'm just very much honored and really grateful for having you queens with Pageant Mag Philippines. Thank you talaga. Ayun,
Thank
thank you. Thank you so much as well, Cindy, for sharing your time with us. Kahit natanghalit na, kahit hapon pala. Actually, we seldom do live on hapon in the afternoon
Mm-mm.
kasi 8 p.m. talaga yung time slot
Ah,
namin.
okay.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
But then again, that's fine. So, For the queens, that's all right. Ayun. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Cindy. And I'm hoping to see you once again very soon when everything back to normal. So yeah, to our viewers, thank you so much for staying with us up until for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Thank you so much. And if you have not yet followed our page, please do follow and like our page, and also subscribe and click the bell notification on our YouTube channel. So see you all guys later at 6 p.m. Okay, with men naman. So mga lalaki naman ang ano natin, guest natin later at 6 p.m. pala. So thank you so much once again
Thank
and
you.
goodbye. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to everyone around the world. Bye
Bye.
bye.